So yesterday we learned about surface area of a rectangular prism. Tomorrow the shape will change. On Friday, your quiz is based on this rectangular prism. We're going to practice today some more. You have to remember that a rectangular prism has 6 sides. They are labeled top, bottom, back, front, right, and left. Right? Those 6. Okay? So your assignment is going to be to do some of these problems in your notebook. Basically, your picture will be from your notebook. I'm going to show you the work that I need to see in order for you to earn a grade. If not, it'll be a 0. Yay, yes. All right, so let's look at number 1. So number 1 thing is label your work. It's going to get messy, so let's make sure we label problem number 1. Okay? I need to know front. What's the opposite of front? Back. What's next? Top. What's the opposite of top? And what's the last 2? Do we have our 6 sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to be doing this for each of the problems I'm going to assign you. Okay? Okay. Looking at our first rectangle from your packet that you should have in front of you. Can you trace the front rectangle? So on your packet, trace the front rectangle. What are the 2 numbers that make up your front rectangle? 13. Very good. So we're going to write that down. 13 times 3. Now you can use a calculator or you can do mental math. Yes, Richard? Where do you find things in this class from? Where can he find things? Point to where he can find things from yesterday. Yes. Where do you find things from today? Yeah. So today would be over there, and then yesterday's was over there. Yeah. So what's 13 times 3? This is where you can use a calculator, right? And that gives you 39. If the front's 39, then what's the back? 39. So this is also 39, right? And we can just write it down. We can copy it. Yeah, we shouldn't just be staring at our calculator. That's kind of weird. All right. Now this was the trickiest one for this problem. The top. Trace the top and think of what are the 2 numbers that I need for the top. So trace the top in your packet. Trace the top. This is the hard one because there's no numbers when you trace. So trace the top in your packet. Well, if you trace it, the key is to trace it. It's extremely helpful for you guys, so when you trace it. Okay, so as I'm tracing this line, what does that line measure? 13. So this line measures 13. What does this line measure? 9. And then I just close up my top section, right? So this is 13, and this is 9. So I write that down. 13 times 9. I need you to trace it and go, okay, that's 13. And what is that? 9. The 3 goes up and down. So it has no part in the top section. All right, calculator or do the math. What is 13 times 9? What is it? 117. If the top is 117, then the bottom is 117. Do you see this work I'm showing? This is the work I need you to show. Miss Lamel, I'm using a calculator. Fantastic. I still need you to tell me what you're doing. All right. The left side. Trace the left side. Figure out what is the left side. trace the left side. So I'm going to trace the left side. I do it to make the math easier. So what is this number I'm tracing? 9. And then what is this number going up and down? 3, because that matches over here. So it's 3. So over here I'm going to go 9 times 3. And what is 9 times 3?
27.
Alright. Now I got to add them up. I would add them in pairs. I would first do 39 plus 39, 117 plus 117, and 27 plus 27. So if you make a mistake, I can catch it. Denise, what's your final answer? What's your final answer? I don't see you actively working, so I'm assuming you're all done. And you're just waiting for me to confirm your answer. Yeah. Don't forget the units. Your final answer. What's 39 plus 39? Okay, so check your math. Did you get 78? You can use a calculator. What's 117 plus 117? No. 234. Right? And 27, 27? 54. All right. Am I done? No. Nope. Now I got to add the 78, the 234, and the 54. That will give you your surface area. So what's 78, 234, 54? Nice. So on Friday, the answer you're going to be typing in is 366 inches squared. Okay? It's a lot of work, right? Is it hard work? No. The hardest part, honestly, is what are the numbers that I use? That's the hardest part, is making the pairs. If you don't get the right pairs, then the whole thing is wrong. That's the hardest part, is making sure you're using the right numbers. Okay? All right. So then you're going to go, okay, I'm done with number 1. I'm grading this. This is what I'm grading. Got it? I'm grading the work. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Miss Lamelli, and I grade work. I'm grading this. The work. Because some kids are like, but Miss Lamelli, look, I wrote it down. 366. Do I get credit? No. How'd you get 366? I don't know. Exactly. No credit. All right, number 2. So how do you start? Front, back, top, bottom, left, right. Front, back, top, right, left, bottom. Okay, what are my 2 numbers for the front side?
26.
Very good. Go. 20 and 6. If you don't next to you, that's a good way to make sure you're on it. This will be on your test on Friday. Use your calculator. What are my 2 numbers for the front? Now we're doing top. Okay, what are my 2 numbers for the top for number 2? No.
Huh?
For the top on number 2.
Oh, those are front.
I'm sorry. Where is the front?
4 and 20.
20 and 6 is for the front. What's for the top?
20.
4 and 20. 4 and 20 for the top. 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 And what about the right side?
4 and 6.
No. Wait. Yes. Sorry. I'm looking at the wrong. 4 and 6. You know how you can tell if you made a mistake or not? All these combos here, they have to be different. So if I have 20 and 6 up here, I shouldn't have 20 and 6 anywhere else, here or here. They're all different combos. Unless there's a number that repeats. But if all three numbers are different, then it's different combinations in each line, each section, I should say. Okay, your assignment for today is to do the 1 through 6 with work. 1 through 6 with work with the calculator. You are allowed to use a calculator. Yeah, 1 through 6 in your notebook, right? Because there's no way, I don't want you to show work on the paper. There's no room, especially how I'm going to grade it. Whatever you want to make it, honestly. If you see this is the front, cool, then that's your left. Or this is your front, and that's your right. It's how you visually see it. Number 2, the answer is more than 300. The final answer is more than 300. It's actually more than 400. Your answer for number 2 is more than 400. Your final answer should be more than 400.
I got 48 plus 100.
Whoa, hold on. Yes. I need to put my thinking cap on for that one. It's a lot of work, kids. I should see you actively working. If I don't, it's time to take a break.
Okay.